Howdy guys, lovely to see you all again. This one goes out to my buddy Eugene Teo, one of the best trainers in the entire frickin' world, and a good friend of mine. We're going to be looking at Welcome to Bucketheadland by Buckethead. Let's take a look. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. Keep in mind that we're essentially in box position 1 of the B minor pentatonic, which is way up in this high octave. So I'm starting off with the double stop on 19 of the second and the third string, adding a little bit of a sassy sort of quarter tone bend there, and then I go like this. What I'm doing there is pulling off 21 to 19 on the fourth, and then hitting 21 again. I do a very similar idea at the end of that. So on the second time, I'm going to go back to 19 of the fourth string, do a grace note slide from 21 to 19 on the fifth, and then resolve that on 17. So from the start, this is what we should have. But I'm going to borrow the first group. So the first and the third idea are exactly the same, and then I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to do a bend from 21 of the third string and then hit 22 of the second. At the end of that, I'm going to do a bend up and back from 21 of the third string, pulling off to 19. And then I just want to do a very similar idea, but I'm going to pick both notes. You will notice though on the second one, I'm not controlling it on the way down. I'm sort of ending at the up part and then going straight to the 19. So I'll do both of those bends back to back. That's the first half of section 1. So let's have a look at what we've got thus far at a gentleman's pace, and then we'll deal with the second half. Now what we want to do for the second half is we're going to borrow the first sort of 3 chunks of what we did in the first half. So we're going to borrow this again, next bit, and that part as well. So the first 3 quarters are identical. And then I go like this. And that's it. That's the only variation. So I'm going to do a bend from 21 of the third string again, play 22 of the second. And then I play them together as a bent double stop. And sort of give it a double bendy vibrato thing. And that is all of the first section. So let's try that again at a gentleman's pace, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, so the next section is going to start off in G sharp minor. So there's a bit of a key change, which is awesome. I start off with a full tone bend from 19 of the second string. When I get to the top of that, I'm going to give it some vibrato, and I'm going to do 3 bars of sort of 6 triplets. So they're going to be crocheted or quarter note triplets, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do 3 bars of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last bar that we do is going to do a triplet and then just a single quarter note. So it'll go 3 groups of 6 and a group of 4. So I'll do that again for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that's making sense. Then we work into this phrase, which is exactly the same thing 8 times. So that goes through 8 times exactly the same. I think it might be an 11-note pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is an 11-note pattern. So we'll do that at a gentleman's pace, and then you just repeat it 8 times in a row. We're going to start off with the hammer-on pull-off, going 16, 18, 16 on the first string. And then I'm going to jump to 19 of the second. Okay, then from that point, I'm going to play 16, 19 on the first. This is what we should have so far. Then to finish it off, I'm going to have this rolling idea. So I'm going to play 18, 19, 18, 16, and then jump to 19 of the second string. So there's 5 notes at the end of that. So I think it's, in an easier way, I think it's probably better to think of it as 6 notes and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You might find you want to do some cheeky economy picks in there if that makes more sense to you. But that's essentially that, that pattern 8 times. Then it works into this. This is a relatively simple idea, but just played 16 freaking times in a row. So we're going to start off with just a leading note from 16 of the first string. And then as soon as I get to 19, this is where my pattern starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be a 6-note pattern played 16 times in a row. It's freaking ridiculous, but anyway. So what I'm doing is I'm playing 19, 21, 19, 16 on the first string, all in one go. And then I go... So that's an economy pick from 19 of the second to 16 of the first. So I actually find that it's easier to start that 19 with a back pick, then economy pick the last 2 notes. So I can go... I'm just going... sort of going backwards and forwards on that idea. And that's exactly the same thing 16 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. At the end of that, nice cheeky blues lick here. I'm bending 21 up and back on the first string, pulling up to 19, and ending on 21 off the second string. And that is all of the second section. So let's take it right back to the start when we had those bent triplets, work through that 11-note pattern, and then that ridiculously long one at the end as well. So gentleman's pace, here we go, and then again with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the delightful solo from Welcome to Bucketheadland by Buckethead. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please click the links in the description box to my Patreon and my Facebook. I'll catch you guys very soon.